Jessica Jones, the girl that can fly. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Guided Falling.
PI?
I'm just trying to make a living. Booze costs money. Usually.
Jessica Jones. I saw you.
What do you want to know?
Can you punch through a wall? Stop a moving car?
A slow-moving car.
The Netflix original series Jessica Jones stars Kristen Ritter, who plays a former superhero who helps people by now being a private investigator. Much like the Luke Cage series, this series does not feel like it's affiliated with Marvel 70% of the way through until somebody mentions the incident, which is the Battle of New York in the first Avengers movie. Do you realize, oh shit, this is a Marvel show, just from a very more realistic perspective. And I do put a strong emphasis on the word more because we're dealing with people with powers here, but we're dealing with a more realistic setting like New York, not like place like Asgard. I mean, in this series, Jessica Jones' best friend is a drug addict, and both of them live in some rundown apartment in the middle of New York, not some tall, high-tech tower in the middle of New York. This series in particular makes me really appreciate Marvel for making the Defenders series on Netflix. It takes away all the fame and glory you get from the Avengers movies and actually allows you to see the people the Avengers are actually trying to protect and see what they have to go through. Now, what's interesting about Jessica Jones is the whole concept of this badass PI who doesn't care about what people think about her, along with having super strength and ability to jump very far, has to do with this emotional issue of this guy from her past who did her wrong. Now, I'm pretty sure people out there in the real world don't have to deal with superpower guys, but I'm sure the concept makes it more relatable to some women. And by some women, I mean a lot of women, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of females out there that feel like a guy did them wrong in the past. But hey, in this situation, you can't really expect anything less from a guy whose name is Kilgrave. The enemy in this series, Kilgrave, who has the power to make anybody do what he wants simply by telling them because of the experiments his mother and father did to him as a child, tells Jessica Jones in her past to kill the wife of one of the Defenders, Luke Cage, which leads to heartbreak, which leads to ties being broken, and which also leads to innocent people almost being killed. And Kilgrave does not care about who or how he uses his powers. He's the type of person to put a trampoline at the base of a 10-story building, sees somebody walking past him, makes the person go up on the top of the building to jump off to see if he put the trampoline in the right position, watch the person splat, and then ask somebody else after moving the trampoline again to go up on top of the building and jump off again to see if it was right this time. Yeah, that's how psycho this motherfucker is. What I did not like about this man Kilgrave is the fact that he wasn't ruling New York. If I had his powers and I was a deranged psychopath, I would be ruling New York, ruling everything, ruling everyone. I would be bigger than Bill Gates. I would be bigger than goddamn the Kingpin himself. I would be bigger than anybody you can name. Why in the world has he not taken over New York? He can tell anybody to do anything he wants. He can tell anybody to literally just kill themselves. Anybody to just give me all your money and they will do it. Why has he not ruled New York yet? That's what I want to know. What I also found odd about this series was the fact that Luke Cage didn't kill Jessica Jones for killing his wife. I mean, Luke Cage literally had Jessica in his hands after the fact that she told him that he killed his wife. And this is after they slept together multiple times. Now, I know she was forced to kill her, but don't sleep with the man. Don't continue to sleep with him after you know that you killed his wife. Tell him. Don't keep on sleeping with him. And she even admitted that she wouldn't have told him. So that just makes it more odd why he didn't kill her. Like, if you think about it, if you were in that situation, you knew your spouse was murdered, then later down the line you find somebody that helps you, move on after all the pain and agony that you went through. You guys get intimate and stuff like that, and you guys start falling for each other, later to find out that that person knew it was your wife or your husband that he or she killed. How would you feel? Would you let that person go? Hell no. I knew this whole time Trinity was a lesbian. I knew it. Throughout the whole Matrix series, I knew she was a lesbian. She was too manly and too military bound to be straight. I was not surprised to see her having sex with some chick in her office. I was not surprised. Let alone having an affair with the chick in her office. Not surprised at all. Another thing that puzzled me about this show, Luke Cage's wife, who was killed by Jessica Jones, was killed after she helped Kilgrave uncover a file that was buried in concrete that she was hiding. It never ever explained in the show why Kilgrave wanted that file. It never explained on the show or never even hinted on the show that Kilgrave knew what was on that file. Never explained it at all. Now, I know what's on the file because I watched the Luke Cage series, but I will not reveal what was on the file until the Luke Cage installment of my Defender series. And me knowing what was on the file, why would, if Kilgrave knew that was on the file, why would he want that? It makes no sense for him to want that with the power that he already has. This has been the Jessica Jones installment of my Defender series review. Please leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys all thought of the Jessica Jones series. And if you haven't watched it already, please go on Netflix and watch it. It is a very, very good show. You do not know what you are missing. And the next video I will be doing is Luke Cage. And until next time, you are guilty until you become who you strive to be. Thank you for letting me get it right this time. Thank you, and I'm out. Peace out.